Hello everyone. Today we're making pancakes. And while I make some pancakes, I'm going to tell you about some things today. Like for example, me having a discussion for like the first time with some girls. We were having like a philosophy lesson, and what was it? Yes, we were supposed to discuss some questions, and me being quite open, I just laid it out, everything my thoughts, my opinions, and all of that. And one girl found it very interesting. And also, the recipe I'm using is a combination of A and B. I use like max flour and max eggs. Anyway, like I said, this girl thought my opinions were pretty smart, were pretty good, so we started talking, and then her friend came over and also talked with me, and she noted that like we have to talk like a lot, because it's not many times she talks with me. She has to take advantage of it or something. Oh, my hearing. I should probably use my goddamn thing. I bought this from IKEA. Hold my phone. I don't know why I'm holding it by hand when I have this shit. I think. Give me a minute. Ah, much better. Or you can't see into the bowl this time. And like I was saying, we started talking about it. I think it started because I commented on something she was watching. She was watching like Paradise Island or Love Island, and I commented on it like, what is that? And then she responded with, oh, it's Love Island, because I thought it was first like Paradise Hotel, which also is another drama series that a lot of girls like. And then she asked me like, what do you watch? And I'm like, oh, I at the time I was watching Primal, like the Adult Swim show. So I said that to her, and she was like, what is it about? And I had to explain to her in a very autistic voice about how it's about a fucking caveman with a pet dinosaur. Yes. Did I take too much flour? I have to double check now. I'm fucking schizophrenic. So that's one. Yeah, that's three. And then, we started talking about a lot of other things, like normal things, personal things. And then it came to she mentioned like one time, I don't know how it came up, but who do you find the most prettiest in class? And I was like, yeah, I knew this would come, like some kind of, gossip question or something. So I was just honest. I told her who I thought was the most prettiest. Or I think it started by her showing someone from Love Island and saying, isn't he attractive? And I was like, kinda. And then she said, yeah, don't you have like a celebrity crush? And I was like, yeah. And then I showed her, player 067. And then she asked me, what person do you find most attractive in the class? And then I told her, like, it's this one girl who has a square head, just like me. And because like the two people I said was the most attractive in our class, they both have square heads, just like me. And so I told her that I like people with square heads. And she was like, yeah, I noticed, or something like that. And what was it later? Yeah, then we talked about like she said to me, I'm very open. I was like, yeah, it's because I think like you're not supposed, if you're not hiding something, why not be open? Except like a little more private things, because like I told her like some things I wouldn't tell to a stranger on the street, but if a stranger on the street asked me like how pretty am I would answer honestly, because it's not a weird question, just it doesn't take so much effort for me to answer. By bloody gods, this thing goes out in 14th of February. It goes out in the goddamn Valentine. And I spoke to another friend of mine who has a girlfriend. I told him, Jesus fucking Christ, another year fucking alone Valentine. And he said, oh, well, not this year. First time I'm not alone. I'm like, yeah, you goddamn lucky bastard. I hate these fucking packages. How the fuck are you supposed to open this motherfucking... Okay, so like that. I have to fucking stick my finger in it. And what more did we discuss? Yeah, those two girls said they enjoyed talking with me. And then like the lesson ended and we went our separate ways, if you can say it like that. And like, oh my god, bro, let me tell you about something that happened. Like, I was just staring off into the distance, you know, I was daydreaming or something. I don't know what I was thinking about. But I looked, when you're daydreaming, you kind of look like mad. You kind of look like this and just stare. Like, you're not even trying to look angry or anything. You just look that way. So, yeah, I looked that way, and then I realized, oh shit, I'm daydreaming, or whatever you call it, like staring off to the distance. And what do I fucking realize? I realize I've been staring at a group of girls, and they look uncomfortable as fuck, and I see one of them holding a camera pointed towards me, and I'm like, fuck my life, bro. So now I'm probably gonna be on some girl's story, talking about, oh, look at this weird creep staring at me, like, Jesus fucking Christ. So that was not very fun, but it's survivable, you know. Jesus, is this the fifth one? Oh shit, I can't even keep track of what I'm doing. And look at this fucking, how do you say, flower ball. Yeah, but when I talked with the girls before, like, they asked me what kind of a girl do you like what do you find attractive, and I was like, I don't really care so much about physical appearance as long as she's, you know, not extreme. Like extremely tall, extremely skinny, extremely fat, extremely short, you know, all that. And then what was it? What was it I said? I think this is the sixth one. It has to be. I can't risk. Yeah, good enough, I don't care. So what was it? Yes, I said to her like something about yes, and then she asked me like, you're not like one of those look matchers. And I was like, ah shit. And I was like, nah, not particularly, because I'm not, like, I called myself NKCH look matcher, but that's like just a name I came up with like a fucking half a year ago. Because I'm not really a look matcher, since, you know, I don't do look maxing. I don't like, I don't know, bone mash. I like do basic shit, but I wouldn't call that look maxing. Or like, you can call yourself a look maxer, but you're like not an extreme look maxer. Like skincare or taking care of yourself, that's called, you know, or that's not called look maxing, but it could be look maxing. But I would say I'm not that big of a look maxer. And then also a dreaded question came, like, oof, it was like walking on needles. Oh, look at that, that's pretty cool. Like she asked me like something about when the thing with the player 067 came up. She told me, well, isn't that girl skinny? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, yeah, so you like a feminine body or something? And I was like, yeah, I like, because there was another person, I think there's some guy she showed me. I said like he looks gay, he looks feminine, and she was like, he does not look feminine. And I'm like, yes, he is. He kind of looks like you. And she was, I think I kind of offended her there, because she was like, what do you mean look like me? And I'm like, I was thinking of trying to, you know, hide my shit with a compliment, but then I was like, I'm gonna just be honest, and I just told her like, yeah, you look like a woman, you have a woman's figure. And she seemed to like that, so I guess that's a good response, I think. What was it more I was thinking about? Oh right, also, I think I should filter the, you know, flour more, because there's a bunch of lumps. And then we talked about, what did we talk about? We talked about you know, the shit, the pretty people. Yeah, and they said like my choice of the prettiest girl I thought in the class was pretty good. And I think she might have heard it or someone told her, because she was like wary around me afterwards. Like she kind of like knew what I have said. But you know, as I said, I have nothing to hide. Like, okay, I think you're attractive, doesn't mean I want to date you. Because before I had a little crush on her, but like afterwards I have, you know, lost interest for the most part. I just realized I have to censor that picture, so I have to put a black square because my brother does not want to be on the internet. Let's put in this milk, and oh right, the eggs are gone. Now I gotta place a timer of 30 minutes, and then when that peeps I can start frying. The 30, yes. And like one thing, I also wanted to make pancakes to share, because like I've said this before in videos. I have a kind heart. I'm kind-hearted. Have a kind-hearted nature. You know, I was always nice as a kid, but you know, society changed me a bit, as you can see from my other videos. But you know, I'm feeling very generous because I want to, you know, bake for people. Because I like to share things, I like to make people happy, but I don't know why I haven't gone through with it. But I think I'm gonna bring some pancakes to share if some people want it. Yeah, if they ask for it, because I'm afraid of, like, you know, saying here, have a pancake, because it's not like the pancake is fresh. It's gonna lay in a box and they're gonna maybe think like, oh, that's disgusting, I don't want it. Because I remember one time when I gave a guy, we had like this Christmas game where we gave each other, you know, different presents. And this one guy, I gave him he got my present, and it was a box of cookies. And he took one bite of them, didn't like them, tried to give them back, but I said to him like, it's a gift, you keep it now. And yeah, he just pestered me throughout the rest of the like lesson to try to give it back. And at the end of the lesson, when we like got let out because the break had started, he just threw a cookie that he took a bite out at me and pushed, you know, the cookie box on me, and so I had to take it. Like, I don't know, being generous nowadays, or like being kind, you have to be wary because people are gonna take advantage of you. I'm a kind-hearted, sensitive young man. That's it. Right, I was gonna place this in. Yes, also, I was gonna talk about the gym. Alright, I forgot this one. And I'm gonna tell the finishing parts of my story in my room before I get to like frying them. And that was like when I was at the gym today. Let me talk about my lifts. I did 70 kg on the bench press for 9 reps, breaking my personal record by like 2 reps. Before it was 7 or 8 reps that I could do, but today I did 9. But the strange thing was, after I did that, I like took a break for 5 minutes, and then tried to do 80 because that's my like max. My max is 80 for 2. But I couldn't, and I was like, okay, I'm just tired. And I tried taking 70, I couldn't do that either. And I tried to do 60, and I was barely able to do it. So I was like, holy fuck. And I just skipped over bench press and went straight to, you know, squat. And I had become a little weaker, I think. I don't know if I was high, you know, off of lifting so much at bench press. Because when I did a squat, I took 90 kilograms for 6 reps and then 4, I believe. And normally I could do like 5 to 8 reps, I believe. So I felt a little weak in the legs, but I did some leg like, because I get super tired from doing squats. Like when I just standing with the weight is like a heavy for me, and like doing squats is like mentally draining because, you know, it's always heavy, you know what I mean? And I have to blur that. God fucking damn it. I know I shouldn't be waving this shit around. Wait a minute. Okay, now I don't have to censor it. I thought it said like my address or something. Now it's just something else. As I was saying, like, I did a leg press because that's not as like heavy on my back. and I did like 200 kg, I believe, for a couple reps. I like built my way up, like sets sets of five reps of each weight. Like first I started with a 20 kg on the thing, so it's like 40 maybe, and then I moved up to 80, 120, 160, and I think 200. Yeah, like I did two 20s for jump, and like when I was at 200, I could do like 4 or 3, like maybe 5 if I remember correctly, reps. But those 2 last ones were like assisted with my hands. And then I did like some cable bicep curls because I was training like arm wrestling strength, and I did some bicep shit with the, like, what do you call it? It's like a rope. And then I did some cable rows, I think it's called. And like, ooh, what I wanted to talk about, I saw some really attractive people at the gym. I always do. And like, there was one particular like girl, I think. Yes, at the gym. Like she was super cute. She was super attractive. I was like, should I go and ask her, like, or try to talk to her? And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna bother her. She doesn't seem to want to be approached. She probably has a boyfriend, you know, all this motherfucking shit. Because she was super quiet and she was like really in her own little bubble, I think you call it. And like the receptionist, I also think she's very attractive. But I also think she has a boyfriend or gets hit on normally or something that I'm not enough, so I never try. And then also there came a very good looking guy, like Asian guy, and sat beside me, and I was like, holy shit, this guy is for real Chang light, like holy Chang, bro. He was almost perfect, man. He was nerfed by height though. I think he was my height, if not shorter. And then when I was on my bus home, I saw like this girl I've seen before. I think I talked about her shortly in another story time, and she was also beautiful. I was like, ooh, should I also talk with her, because we usually take the same bus? But I was like, nah, I might just let it go. Probably not the best choice, but you know, I'm too scared to talk to, you know, girls for the most part. It's like super nerving, especially if you're trying to talk with them with the motive of trying to, you know, date them, or like you're attracted to them. When I'm back, we're gonna fry the pancakes. We are back. Time to fry. Shit, I should have turned on the plate before. That song about Sonic the Hedgehog is stuck in my head, man. Oh, I think I lost track of time because I was watching a Mr. Beast video. Let's get to frying. I think I'm not going to be as talkative now since I'm so tired. Like, tomorrow I have school again and I have math. Shit. I don't know why I even took the goddamn fucking course. It's not goddamn bloody worth it. I'm gonna show you how I flip it then. I'm gonna do the using me Johnny. Blue hedgehog Johnny. I don't know why I can't speak that one. Let's try. Fucking. First one was a pain. Should have let it be on there for a couple more minutes or seconds. Well, that one I'm gonna eat directly. Blue hedgehog Johnny. Blue hedgehog Johnny. Blue hedgehog Sonic. Oh, it's like stuck. I think this one might be a little undercooked, but I don't care. I'm gonna eat that. How much? This big. Oh, that might be too big. We'll see. That is definitely too big. Holy shit. I'm just take that. Shit. You gonna be melting there, Sonny? Let's check. I was recording. Blue hedgehog Sonic. Blue hedgehog Sonic. I think I'm gonna fucking peel this garlic that I tried to peel in my last video just because. So that my poor mother won't have to do it later. Blue hedgehog Sonic. Blue hedgehog Sonic. Seems good. Better. I think I need more force. Like, I have to do it like faster or stronger. Blue hedgehog song. Blue hedgehog song. Nom nom nom. My friend told me I use too many eggs because he says it tastes like an omelet. I do not taste the omelet. Blue hedgehog. One thing I forgot to like add maybe was like a little grain or something to make it more foodie. Blue hedgehog song. A friend asked me a weird question today. He said, "Would you suck off Epstein for $1 million?" And I said, probably not, because even though you don't have to do that much to get that much money, you have to live with that trauma. Even if nobody finds out about it, you're gonna live with that fucking trauma for the rest of your life. And like I said, even with the goddamn $1 million, what are you supposed to use that money for? Rehabilitation? You can't enjoy the money if you're goddamn scarred for life. But the conversation I had today with the girls, that's like the first time in a long while I had a normal conversation with girls that aren't like niched in some type of subculture. Like, they were normal girls, nothing strange about them. And usually, even when I talk to niche type girls, it's not like for that long. It's just short conversation. Blue hedgehog Sonic. Oh, those? Yes, they are flower bits. God damn it, you communist! I forget it. Because it was one time I talked to a girl on the bus that was partially she was from a subculture. She hung out with emos. I think I've talked about her before. She hung out with emos, but she looked pretty normal. Fuck. Though I heard quite some devious things about her, but I don't know. I found the older I get, the more I seem to understand that you should never care about rumors. You know very little, so you should never assume shit. Whopa, whopa, oj kurwa jadło wojna chuj. I think it's always the end I fuck up. I think I can easily actually. I feel they're Cacao. I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to do like hand gestures. I don't know. Like I said before, I haven't had a lot of conversation with girls. It feels strange. Especially if you find a girl like cute. Because there was one girl I was talking to, even though I didn't find her specifically physically attractive, I was still attracted to her because I found her personality pretty funny. Wow, it's much faster. Oj kurwa, jadło, blядь! Kurwa! I think now that I have higher heat, it's like becomes hard faster, and that's why it's so more easily to throw because it doesn't stick as much. Yeah, that's it. Oh, yes. I was thinking about it. Being niche in an archetype. Is that a positive thing, or is that a negative thing? Or I don't know. It really depends on what kind of niche it is. I've been in so many niches. I've been an anime kid, a weeaboo, Koreaboo, fucking... Okay, I was gonna say another word, but I can't say that on the internet. I've been a China boo, communist boo, almost a fascist boo. Okay, I was a fascist boo. skinhead, Slav, like the Gopnik, Russian thing, not the slave. Gym bro, emo. I don't think I have been, but incel, I think I am currently, maybe. I don't know. I'm just trying to live by my motto: live life, love life. I hope I have that on my TikTok so nobody fucking stole that from me. Live life, love life. Live life to the fullest. That's a beautiful pancake. Whoopah. Eastern Europe. Sure, that has a charm to it, in my eyes. I've talked about it before. Its simplicity gives it beauty because you can focus so much more on the little things. In like a city where everything's supposed to be glamorous, you can't really focus on the people as much, or like the big things even. You don't get to appreciate how beautiful they are. Or maybe because I love Eastern European architecture, or like buildings. That type of thing in my book. Could be that. Could be a lot of other things. Either way, you can find beauty in a lot of things. You just have to look at it the right way. Or maybe change some things, but what's the point of changing some things if, you know, the original thing changes? If the original thing is inherently bad, why change it so much that you can't recognize it? And that's also why I refuse like to change as a person, because what's the point of me changing as a person? Because then I won't recognize myself. I think a lot of you can relate to me. At least that standpoint. Oh my god, shit! Okay, forget it. God damn it, what is the goddamn fucking shite always falling down, Sonny? How many do I have left? I have like 3 or 4 of them. That's quite a lot, actually. I want to watch Mr. Beast videos, but I ain't got my goddamn tablet, or what it's called. Instead, I have to talk to the camera. Oh, I just got fucking... how do you say it? Fucking hot-ass butter margarine on my ass. Oh, fuck. That was a perfect one. That was fucking perfect. That was motherfucking beautiful. You can't say otherwise, and I goddamn hope the camera got that. I haven't checked if it fucking gets it. Let me try with my left hand. Later. I have to watch when I do it. I enjoy cooking food. It's like relaxing. I don't know. It's like you're creating something beautiful. I like creating things. I have no margarine left. Oh. Shit, I shouldn't have used it. I have to make a big pancake then. Let's take a whole like deciliter, if not more. I ain't got time. More energy. I'm too fat for this shit, man. Like so. Perfect. Maybe it will be harder to flip. Maybe. Green talks on. I don't know if this video will be longer than the last one. It's probably gonna be 30 minutes. I don't know if many people watch these videos, but to those that do, thank you. You are supporting me to become a goddamn content creator, to become a social media star, Sonny. And I like that. I want to become a social media influencer because it's like such a chill job. Like a lot of people say, oh, being a content creator is super stressful, blah, blah, you have to think about views and shit. You have to think about views if you want to keep growing. If you're like happy enough with just 100k subscribers, you can live off that shit, you know what I mean? You don't need all that fancy shit. Kurwa, no stoy, bleh, nahoj. Did you see that? Did you see that? I am fucking master at this. And I fucking got fat everywhere. Yeah. I have to clean up after myself later. Yeah, it got on the fucking wall. I have to clean that shit. Green hedgehog son. I don't know if it's a smart idea doing it now, since, you know, there's gonna come more grease later. Green hedgehog son. Green hedgehog son. I was thinking about a quote, you know, a knife is a weapon in some people's hand. In some people's hands, while it is like a tool made to be used to make beautiful things like food or art, like food art, you know what I mean, in others. But what I mean by that is like, depending on how you use something, it can be good or bad. A gun isn't inherently a bad thing to have, it's just how you use it. If you use it to like shoot target practice, then that ain't so bad. If you carry it to defend others, it's not even that, it's not bad at all, like the police. Same with a knife. If you use it, like I said, to stab people, that's pretty bad, but if you use it to cook food, that's not bad. So you have to optimize your skills, you know what I mean? Optimize, you have to... Oh shit, you're right, I forgot this one. Oh shit, it burned! You have to like, if you're good at something, instead of using that skill to be bad, if you're good at reading people, don't use it to manipulate them. Use it to understand them and help them. Shit. Bloody margarine, brother. Holy shit, man. Like I said in some other videos, like margarine, it costs like $2 per kilogram, while butter costs like maybe fucking, I don't know, $16. It's fucking real expensive. So that's why my family uses margarine, because it's so goddamn motherfucking much cheaper, even though it's not as healthy. You have to think about your finances. Money is a cruel thing and a smart invention. When I think about it, like, isn't everything in a human society a tool? A tool is something. What is even the definition of a tool? Something you use to achieve or to help you. Everything is a tool. We underestimate how much we need tools. Probably. I don't know. Could be we got a fairly good view on how how much tools help us. And I think I have to make this shorter because the shit even fits.
Barely. Squish. How the hell would should I have to do it like a fucking bread knife. I have to take off top layer. Sea oil, Jesus Christ. I wonder if you can, fry this because it has a higher
boiling point? No, like temperature for before burning than butter do. Than butter does. Wow, you really can't turn the fucking back for a second. Yeah, I wouldn't say that's burned. That's like perfect. Green hedgehog shot. Green hedgehog shot. One thing in look maxing, like I heard a lot of people call it gray, but appeal and PSL, that's, in my opinion, that's not the same thing, bro. But a lot of people say like you're gray if you think that. It is the same thing or something, I don't know, man. I don't think it's the same thing, because PSL scale, that's like for models, that's rating models, while appeal is like what people find appealing, Because ogres might score high on the PSL scale, but a lot of modern women won't like them because they look so uncanny. Like, for example, that guy, I forgot his name, he's like a supermodel. Something about Drago. I don't think a lot of women would like fawn over him that much as they do with Chico. That's like a classic fucking appeal versus PSL, bro. I think that's a real thing. But I mean, maybe I'm using it like a incorrect way for the how do you say it, for the term. I have to probably let it sit a little more. Maybe it's too thick. I should probably left it in like two, different shit. I have to grab a thingy, my boy. First I'm gonna eat this one. Usually I have syrup on these, but I'm too fat to get it. That is gonna be my breakfast as well tomorrow. I've heard it's bad fucking having food in plastic containers, but I don't. I do care a little, but I ain't got no other choice. And like, we already eat a lot of plastic. I saw a study or somewhere that says humans on average eat like fucking 5 grams of plastic a week. It's fucking crazy, bro. 5 grams a week. How does one even manage? They said that's like a credit card worth of plastic. Okay, I can have syrup on this last one because I got time. First we gotta clean. Or I'll actually put the syrup on. So you can see it. Holy. It's probably artificial fucking syrup, but I don't care. Or I care a little. But it's still delicious. Oh my god. I think I've tasted authentic syrup like sometimes, and it was like sweet but sour or something. It had like a woody taste, a more natural taste, less sweetness. Let's look at that, ladies and gentlemen. That is beautiful. Alright, that's everything for today. Goodbye.